Hey there, I'm Victoria Dorsano, a certified health and lifestyle coach and a passionate advocate for high-achieving professionals looking for something more. Maybe it's a healthier body, a nourishing routine, a balanced work-life cadence, or simply just to get yourself unstuck from where you're currently feeling stalled. In my years of coaching, I've found that most of these results point back to a core focus of our work together: relationships. Relationships with food, relationships with your body, relationships even with your work and your life, who knew? And most importantly, your relationship with yourself. Before I explain more, let me fill you in quickly on a little of my backstory. My 20s were some of the most challenging years of my life. Growing up, I was certain I wanted to be in the medical profession. I had always pictured myself as a doctor, but as I finished college, I really contemplated med school and the life that would follow afterwards, and I couldn't deny the overwhelming sense that it just wasn't the right path for me. After months of back and forth, I had made a really difficult decision not to attend, and at that time, I really didn't have any sort of backup plan, and I just tried on different hats, different jobs to get by. And I became more and more dissatisfied with this new identity. I began to fall into a vicious cycle of unhealthy, spiraling self-doubt and self-criticism. Without med school or a doctor's degree, who was I? What was I even working towards anymore? What was I worthy of? And to cope with all this, I began to seek control in my life through an unhealthy outlet of extreme fitness and extreme health. I worked out till I was barely able to stand, and I jumped from fad diet to fad diet, trying out all different ups and downs of the diet industry until I was just exhausted and depleted. I had lost way too much weight for my body structure, and I continued to face a lot of massive anxiety and just overwhelming self-doubt and uncertainty around where to turn next. I had lost touch with myself and with what type of environment and life I really needed to thrive in. The turning point, though, came when I finally started actually listening to myself and my needs and ended the toxic judgments of myself and really stepped deeper into my faith. And I finally really just gave myself the permission slip I was longing for this entire time. I finally built a healthy relationship with myself. And I gave myself the permission to be the size I was meant to be, and to show up as the woman I was meant to become, and to pursue the career I felt like I was meant to be in. So I diligently studied to earn my certifications in health and lifestyle coaching and behavior change so that I could begin coaching others through their unique journeys while still using the empirical, evidence-based approach that had drawn me to medical school in the first place. So fast forward to today, and after years of coaching, I am honored and driven to be speaking to you. So, more about you. Are you a high achiever? Are you somebody who has soared in your career but put everyone else first, and who may look on the outside like they've got it all, but secretly you're just feeling tired of doing it all yourself and not having anybody else to lean on? Do you find yourself maybe struggling to lose some excess weight, or keep your mental energy high throughout the day, or find comfort and pride in your body, or find the bandwidth to stay on track with your goals? Or maybe you're finding it hard to bounce back from some hardships or setbacks in life, or simply find joy and serenity in your day. If these resonate, I hear you, and I'm here to support you. How? Well, let me touch on the 5 pillars I work through with my clients to reach that next level that they are craving. We begin with pillar number 1, clarifying your goals. So let me ask you, what are your goals? Not your family's goals, not your boss's goals, and definitely not your self-help book's prescribed goals. What are those achievements that we can aim towards that will push the needle forward in your life? For instance, a recent client of mine came to me hoping to lose weight and balance her work-life schedule. But once we started coaching together and diving a little bit deeper, she realized that her biggest, most pressing goal that overarched all of her other frustrations, the one that would change her life, was her boundaries. She had to recognize her need for surefire boundaries first, and once we honed in on those, all of the other previous goals began to fall into place too. The second pillar is creating a roadmap. A lot of us know what we should be doing, but many of us don't have the roadmap or the accountability partner to see those steps through. If you need to set boundaries more often, how will you know if you're doing so effectively? What's the end destination, and how can you map it? That's where step 2 comes in. We will create an easy step-by-step roadmap together so that you can see the entire route and commit to moving forward from where you're currently at to where you deserve to be. The third pillar is upgrading your skills. Now, this is where some fun comes in. As you're moving along in your roadmap, I can guarantee that there will be some new skills and knowledge you'll be excited to add to your tool belt. And this can look like learning new routines or enhancing your energy or trying some new cooking techniques or practicing sleep exercises, and there's so much more that we may discover along the way. The fourth pillar is enhancing your environments. As great as knowing your goals, following a roadmap, and applying new skills is, if you're not surrounded by environments that support these new changes, they're unlikely to last. So the fourth pillar is where we work together on enhancing your environments. I break these into 3 categories. We have your internal environment, aka yourself. We have your structural environment, meaning the physical spaces that surround you. And then you have your relational environment, such as the friends, family, or coworkers around you, and so on. There are many ways to help enhance each of these 3 environments, which you and I will work through as appropriate. Some examples could be creating a safe space for you to talk to me about your struggles without any judgment, or helping you to create a supportive health team around you to excel you forward on your journey, or maybe even setting up your home and your work environment to make it harder for you to give in to temptations or distractions around you. And there's more again that we discover along the way. And finally, the 5th pillar is mastering your mindset. This 5th area is one of the most important pillars and often the most overlooked. Listen, your mindset directly affects every other area of your life. Think of it as circular dominoes. Your mindset affects how you behave, right? And your behavior affects your daily actions, and then your daily actions affect your overall results. And your results, whether good or bad, will place you into a particular mindset. It's all connected. And if that's not challenging enough, your mindset is so subtle and so unique to you and your journey. This is why I'm adamant about being there for you in a safe and supportive space so we can work through any of the mindset patterns that may arise. And trust me, the 5th pillar is where all the growth and magic happen. So, if you're still watching and you're feeling curious about how coaching can impact your life, I urge you to reach out today. It's your time to feel in control of your life again, to manage your relationships better, and to set those boundaries to get to your goals even faster, and to bring more energy, joy, and confidence into your life. Call me at 630-410-9633 to get started today. I'm excited to connect with you. Bye.